Well, the 2020 hurricane season just became the most active in history with subtropical storm Theta, 29th named storm this year. Wow, communities along the Gulf Coast continue to recover from this onslaught of storms, but scientists may have found a new way to weaken storms before they ever make landfall. Let's go right back to Lauren with the story you'll see only here on CBS 12 News. Lauren?
So yes, very active hurricane season for us, Ashley. We know that the destruction that these tropical systems can cause. So wouldn't it be great if we found a way to stop or really weaken them before they make landfall? There's a company in Norway that's trying to do that. Ocean Therm wants to use something called the bubble curtain to help weaken tropical systems before they come ashore.
It started back in 2005 when Katrina made landfall in Louisiana.
It's hard to forget the destruction that Hurricane Katrina left behind. With a death toll of over 1,800 and billions of dollars worth of damage, Olive Holingsatter wondered if we could mitigate the power of these hurricanes.
And I knew that the water was colder down below. So I started thinking about how can we use this cold water deeper down in the ocean to reduce the sea surface temperature.
Hurricanes fuel themselves on the warm ocean surface water, and Olive knew that if we could decrease the temperature of the water, we could decrease the strength of these storms. And so Ocean Therm began testing their bubble curtain. A perforated pipe is placed across a stretch of ocean, and compressed air is sent through the sides of each pipe. From there, air bubbles begin to rise, and they bring cold, deep sea water to the surface. So you may be asking yourself, could this possibly work? Well, the bubble curtain already does.
This is a well-known technology in Norway and Canada. They used for de-icing of fjords and harbors in the winter.
It's certainly more realistic than trying to set explosives off inside a tropical system, like some have suggested in the past. It's also a lot more economically feasible.
Because we use the existing currents in the ocean to spread out the effects.
Olive's nephew, Oliver, wants to use what Mother Nature is providing to us for free. The colder water down below already exists. Ocean Therm just wants to bring it to the surface. They know how the technology works. The next step is to bring it to the tropics.
In Norway, we have no real experience with hurricanes, so we would, as Olaf said, definitely have the scientific communities and the right people from the US and from the hurricane-exposed areas involved.
A global effort to help mitigate the damage hurricanes cause, rather than wait to clean up the debris after. So the bubble curtain can either be a permanent fixture at the bottom of the sea floor, or they can be made portable by attaching them to ships. Now, of course, these ships would never be put in harm's way. They would use the technology days in advance, and then they can get out of the way of a potential storm.
So, what's ahead on this, Lauren? More research needs to be done?
So they do want to do a little bit more research because they want to see what the potential impacts would be on maybe some of the ocean life, but they're not dropping the surface temperature, 10 to 20 degrees. That water that's coming up, it's mixing. So it would maybe only drop the surface a couple degrees, which likely won't have an impact on any marine life. But they still want to just kind of continue to research that anyway. There's actually a natural disaster expo in February in Miami. Bosses, I hope you're watching so that they can send me, because Ocean Therm will be there, and they're going to share this knowledge with more experts across the globe.
Send Lauren. I'm in with that campaign. Interesting stuff, Lauren. Thank you very much. I want to take a quick look at your prime time lineup before we let you go to a quick break. It all starts tonight.